Capricorn. Every day is a wonderful day, and today is your day. How are you? It's the Starseed King coming to you with divine guidance, inner peace, and inspiration for your transition of the Neptune going direct from December 3rd all the way through to June 30th. It's going to stay direct, and then it's going to go back into retrograde. Now, this is a general reading for your third house, and it is a Caden house. So you do have a lot to do, which is no problem. And it's also going to be about communications and, yeah, ambitions and communications combined. Okay, so whatever you're doing, say like with social media or having speeches or presentations or things like that. Also with your family, also in your neighborhood, things like that, where you're going to have to open up and you're going to speak building words. So you want to speak big words that are building things together. All right. So let's get this going. How are you doing today, Capricorn? It's a wonderful day if you let it. You have to snap out of it sometimes. I do too. I'm going to shuffle this one more time and then we'll get to your story. Let's look at a page of your book, Capricorn. What does the universe want you to know? I just open up and let them tell me, and that's how it goes. All right? Probably been here before, so I'm just letting you know. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes we have technical difficulties, but we have to work with it. All right, you're starting with temperance. Okay, so starting with temperance is letting you know that, okay, so like you have work to do, just like what I said. You have to put something together and make something new of it, and you also have to be patient. It's best to do it with a positive attitude of optimism because it is the Sagittarius card. You see the arrow at the bottom right there, but you see how it says art right there. It's the universe giving you the power to make something beautiful, not just make something. All right, let's see what you got. Okay, so you want to clear out. You got the Nine of Swords. So whatever has been daunting in your head and making you feel like everything is going worse than it is, you're going to have to let go of that. You're going to have to transform all of that stuff because it's a bunch of cruelty going on in your mind. All right, and change your mind into what you want to do and take control, take command of your life, right? Because you have the Knight of Swords, okay? You have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords puts everything into it. He has his mind, his heart, and his soul, his whole spirit into everything he's doing. He's extremely creative, fights for the truth, and he's always bringing out something new that brings everybody together, all right? Now, there's delusions that may be going on right here because you got the Seven of Cups that are saying, hey, you're restricting your emotions and you might have had to let go of things that weren't working for you. And that's actually a good thing to do in these days because there's some great things going on as long as you follow your virtues and have your integrity all together in one person because you got the Three of Wands, which is the sun in Aries, which is letting you know that it is time for you to take a leadership role, and the sun is shining for you and through you. Okay, you also have you got your card right here. Okay, you got the sun, you got Saturn in Capricorn right there, and you want to make sure that everything you do is in order. You want to take step by step, and also you don't want to be too dry. You don't want to be dry. You know, Capricorn can be real dry because you're taking a lot of responsibilities on, and you might need to just take it step by step, step by step. That's one thing that Capricorns, if you keep that phrase in your mind, you'll have everything in order. You want to keep it in order, okay, without any interference. You see all of those swords? That's Eight of Swords. So again, you got the Eight of Swords and you got the Nine of Swords. So you have to make sure that you're keeping your mind from being paranoid or just thinking of outside things that might keep you trapped, or thinking that your mind, you have to allow your mind to expand instead of thinking of it as trapped. Okay, my mind is going. I have to get to these cards. Okay, because the divine spirit is carrying you along. You might be wondering, how are you doing? You have all the elements working for you, rolling in your carriage, right? Okay, you have your carry out right there. In your hand, you're holding your holy grail. and you know what? You're taking care of it. You can see that this is the Cancer card. So these are you definitely have some guidance here that's letting you know to keep the show on the road. You're going for the victory, and the victory is yours. So there's nothing to be afraid of, because inside you there's tons of joy. If you allow your heart to be overflowing with joy, you got Jupiter in Pisces. If you allow your heart to be filled with joy, your emotions, allow yourself to feel the joy in everything that you're doing, not the obligation. Capricorn can have a tendency to work with obligation instead of doing it out of the joy that's coming from your heart. And that's what they're telling you right now. Let the joy flow into your heart and lead not yourself into disappointment, okay? Whatever has your head upside down or depressed or anything like that, let go of that. Do not compromise your joy, your stability for a disappointment, whatever it is. You have three, like four, like it's your mind and your emotions that are coming together. Well, you have to make sure that you're coming through with a positive spirit, because you have ambitions that only get there in the way that you want it to, the way you want it to last, with a positive mindset, okay? So then, yep, see, you got to keep that valor. Stick out your chest. Do everything. You got Mars in Leo. That's double fire. So you want to make sure that you're sticking out your chest, you're believing in yourself, you're following your imagination, you're paying attention to your vision, and you don't let anyone stand in front of you. You're good at sitting up, handing up boundaries and everything. So put your mind to work. Okay, you're broken through. You're broken through the negative thoughts, and you're broken through the paranoid thoughts, and you're also broken through everything that's interfering with your mind. And what happened is you cut off the minds of other people who are trying their best to get to take you out of your clarity. You see how right here you're going through the war, because purple is like the Egyptian color for war. So you're like going to war in the battle of your mind. Then you have all the painful thoughts represented by the red right there going on. And then you see those two swords in the front, where the two swords in the front are blocking everything you want to do that's creative with your mind. So it's bringing in all of this interference. And then on top of that, you got the Nine of Swords. Do you see how painful that is? It's just blood, blood, blood coming down. Painful thoughts, thoughts of things that can't happen, won't happen, giving you nightmares. You know what? It could be someone trying to send you that negative energy too. You might think, I can't forgive someone. So you want to be letting go. But sometimes you have to take off your own mask and cut off someone else's head in order to get them out of your mind, get them out of your life, and come back to your own clarity, so you can think from the mind of a child again. Because some people are dream stealers. They don't have their own dreams, so they will try to steal your dreams and tell you your dreams can't come true, when they're only afraid to face themselves and work on their own dreams. So I'm just letting you know, look, what I tell you, you got the Ace of Discs right here. Ace of Discs is Ace of Pentacles in someone else's deck. So you want to know that since you have the Ace of Discs, those little threads that you see in the wood right here, all of those are the levels and the things that you have gone through. And if you look in the center, it's an open door to everything that you want in life. You just have to go through, okay? Rock on with that. Rock on with that. And let go of the delusions with the Seven of Cups. Just let go of all the delusions. Whoever and whatever you're putting love into you that's not working, but it's draining you and making you feel groggy and droggy and making you feel like you're dragging, let it go. Let it go. It's not the time for it. There's a great time for you actually right now, because your mind is getting brighter and brighter and brighter. I'm sure you could feel it, right? Because it's your third house. Third house is your mind. Listen to divine wisdom. Be wise about everything you do. See the roses around his head is symbolizing how loving the things that are in his mind. Everything that's going on is coming from the higher parts of the universe. Your higher self is speaking to you. And the Hierophant is letting you know, hey, I have the divine wisdom because I stay connected to the divine. And I do not disconnect from the divine, because my life is mine. So you have to fight this whole time. You have to fight through your depression, fight through your oppression, fight through everything, and use your imagination clearly. There's nothing better than your self-determination. So turn up your fire. There's a little Saturn, which is your ruling planet, Saturn in Sagittarius. So Saturn is always going to say, You have to take things step by step. If you focus on a plan, you'll be that man. If you use the optimism side of the card that's coming from the Sagittarius, you will hit your target, especially with optimism, all right? So at the center of everything that's going on right here, at the center of everything you have going on is love and joy and stability in that love and joy. Okay, it's definitely yours. You have to pour this into everything else that you see here. So you want that love to take over all of the indolence, everything that you have resigned from, everything that you said, you know what, I just can't take it anymore. Turn it into love. There's no need to keep yourself down because of a situation that you can actually change if you just start taking things step by step. Now, let me clarify what we have going on here with this Nine of Swords, because Nine of Swords is cruelty. So there's things going on in your mind that you could be a little bit hard on yourself, Capricorn, and that's popular for Capricorns, right? So you might be focusing on your havingness and everything, but you have a lot to work. You get to start whatever it is that's going on in your life at 11:11. Everything that's going on in your life right now is in a new beginning. Capricorn has been going through things since 2008, okay, because Pluto and Saturn were in Capricorn. So you already had your ruling planet, which means you had to pay attention to things, people, and places that may not have been comfortable for you. Along with you had your Jupiter right there that was saying everything you need to pay to everything. You had to multitask a lot of stuff. Whereas in recent years things have lightened up, but they haven't gotten necessarily 100% better, which that is coming. Give it like about I want to say like a month, and you'll start seeing things change that leave other things in the past. All right. So let's find out what we have for this Nine of. Yay. Okay. So see again, it's letting you know. Turn all of these negative thoughts into everything that you can connect with love. And this actually means good love coming in for you as well. But one thing about Capricorn is you have to love yourself first before anyone else can love you. So I'm going to get your mind right now, and we're going to go to this interference, and then I'll get back to the emotions, because your mind creates your emotions, how you think about things or how you feel, okay? So turn all of those nightmares kind of thoughts that come to your mind and that cause you pain and make you feel like things are never going to go your way, turn it into love. Focus on what you love. What do you love? What would you love to happen in your life right now today? If you could just speak it into existence, if you could command it into order, what exactly would it be? Because that's what it's going to take, Capricorn. There's a lot of ruthless people out here, and you have to be ruthless for yourself, for your dreams, and for your life goals, along with your lifestyle that you wanted, that you're headed for, and you deserve it. So you have to put the end to the strife, okay? You have to put an end to the strife, because the interference is what's giving you the strife. It's the interference that's creating the strife. So it's time for you to set your boundaries, Capricorn. If you don't set your boundaries with the right people, places, and things, it's just going to keep on surfacing and getting on your nerves and putting you in a grumpy mood. And we don't like Capricorns in grumpy mood. We don't like that. So about that strife, we're going to go ahead and, again, allow your emotions to start to flow, okay? Positive emotions. You see, when you see the Queen of Cups, you're seeing someone who's hiding their emotions. They're the most beautiful person in the world inside. Everything inside them really flows. They could see everybody else is beautiful except for their own reflection right here. I don't know if you can see that. You can see the reflection. Excuse my art, my artwork. But anyway, I just want to let you know, stop hiding your emotions. You see how you can barely see her face, but they're still being seen because there's a reflection. So what you're trying to hide is exactly what's actually being shown. And you deserve to show who you really are. All right, so next we're going to work on those emotions. So now that you know, okay, it is time. He has been saying that I should keep my emotions up and start letting it flow, because I was telling you that right now with your joy, stability. Pour that into everything. Pour that into everything. See it from a joy-filled, stable place. And you might even want to write it down. But let's get to your indolence. What's made you resign? Your fears. You have the princess she's chased away. She's ended all of her fears. The tiger on the card represents fear. Tigers represent fear. And right now, she's on a flame and she's going on. You see how she's all out. This could be man or woman. Excuse me. These cards are about energy, not gender. It's about the energy. So there's masculine energy and feminine energy. There's male and female, but you know if you're male and you know if you're female. So, but this is about energy. So we have fire, and we have that kind of fire that duplicates, that multiplies, and it inspires everything with love. Because the princess of wands is Venus of all of the fire signs. So you can take leadership. You can take leadership. That just actually transformed me now that I'm looking at it. Okay, so when you have water right here, if you were to add fire to it, you would get steam. So that's what make you more abundant, make you feel like you can lift up and out, just like she is on that card. So you just want to make sure that that's where you are. Like, ain't nothing getting to me. You know, F that mess. It's not going to get me down. No, I'm nobody's clown. That's all you want to do. You want to keep it real. You want to make sure that everything you're doing is on point step by step, because you get judged like no one else. So about your disappointments right here, we have the 5 of Cups right here. Okay, get rid of all the ruining things in your imagination. Okay, you're dealing with the disappointments in your life, but it's because you have the 9 of Swords. I mean the 10 of Swords, and you're thinking about the past. You're thinking about things that have already passed. Because the 10 of Swords is letting you know that one thing came to an end and it's over. Okay, so whatever you were thinking about is ruining your life. That is the Sun in Gemini. You have to see, you have 2 different options. You can see it as the worst, or you can see it as the new beginning, and everything that did happen was for a reason, so that you could get to a better season. Okay? That's what it's all about. And then as far as, again, you're putting too much love into something that was not returning for you. And it seemed like you were in a delusion. You're like, how could they be so, and how could it be so? How could it happen? Well, guess what? Life changes things. Things happen in life. Remember, you're in a position where you have to, under pressure. You see how this energy is saying, see the cauldron right there? Now, if you look at that, the white animal right there, that's a lion. And if you look at the red animal, that is an eagle. Okay? That's letting you know, hey, they switched. You have to transform. You have to transmute the energy. I was trying to say transmute. You have to transmute the energy from happy to sad, from bad to better. This is the mindset that's going to keep you going, especially if you keep in your heart the joy and the stability. Keep that stable joy inside your heart, instead of this groggy, nasty, soupy water feeling that you have inside. You know, flush it all out. Flush it all out, and yay! Come out of the darkness and into the light. Okay? It's about you coming out. Look at that Leo right there. Find your courage. Look at that green right there. That's representing all of your creative power coming together. Those rays around your head are saying, I got the power of the universe, and it's giving me the higher perceptions. I came out of the darkness and into the light. And see, that's where it's saying you have to follow your inspiration, but you have to use self-determination. Because just like, let me put this down. Just like you have to use your self-determination, you have Saturn. If you look at the top of the card, you can see that there's Saturn on there. Now, do you see how that's a hook? Now, do you see that arrow on the bottom right there? Imagine if that hook dropped down right onto that arrow. That would be restriction. Now, if you look at the back of the card, you can see the flames on the back of it. That represents you, because that's energy, right? And then you have this other stuff that looks like a water wand, and it's blocking you. It's keeping you from your transformation. And then you have the 2 poles right in front, and they're like holding you back. You have to use your determination. It doesn't mean that you can't make it through, because you can see your flame is still going on every level down the center, right? It's just you have to use your center. You have to use your center. So we're going to go to that center and then find out everything that's going on for you is meant for your joy. It's just What are you thinking now? Take action. Red jasper. Now, red jasper is one of those mother stones that let you know, baby, I love you. Baby, I love you. Baby, I love you. And no matter what, I'm going to take care of you. It's one of the oldest stones that people know about. So it's a root chakra stone. So that's a foundation, Capricorn. Universe is loving you with these messages, keeping you on something really wonderful. Okay, look at this right here. This is red jasper, and it's saying the message is take action. You have a foundation to build. This foundation is yours, and it is coming to. It's coming to life. It's just that, hey, the journey of the Capricorn is to make it up to the mountain. The mountains that most people would not even attempt. So you have it in you. You got to be strong. You got to keep that mind together because it started out with all your mental work. It started out with all of your mental work and everything. But your lead is going to be, in order to take action, you're going to have to come out of oppression thinking that everything is against you. But you're going to have to take action coming from the place of joy. I'm doing so much right here. Coming from the place of joy in your heart. This is your heart card. Coming from the place of joy. Do you see all of that? Look at the top of it. I'm going to elaborate on this joy. So you can be sent off with the right mind. At the top, in the upper right-hand corner. Yep, right-hand corner. You have the 4 that's representing Jupiter. And if you look at that, you can see behind it a copper wire. And copper is the best conductor of energy. Everybody, like electricity, every wiring has copper in it, right? So that's good. That's keeping everything flowing. Then on top, you have the golden lotus. And that's the golden lotus of rejuvenation and resurrection and re-embracing everything that's flowing for you for a long time, making you feel special on the inside. And then you have the glory of love, even in your intuition with this purple, letting you know that everything that you fought for is totally coming for you. And it's flowing into everything, every place of your life, every single place. And it just needs you to do the rest of the work. So it's going to take, you have to hold on to that joy and never let go. And you know what? Everything's going to turn out for you. Now, this transit in Neptune, Neptune is the planet of your imagination, but it's also the higher octave of Venus. So it's like a spiritual transformation through your imagination to create beautiful things in your world, in your life. And in your case, it's always going to be step by step, and more than likely, it's going to be under pressure. But if you take action right now to work through that pressure, to transfer and transmute all of the negative energies, you're going to freaking be brilliant. You're going to see all of the pleasure that you need to see, okay? So Capricorn, this is a wonderful read. I hope you received this message. And thank you so much for stopping by the Starseed channel, and I will see you next time. Next time, I think I'm going to do a full crystal reading for you for a message because we have full moon and Mars coming up here soon, okay? So thank you. I will see you next time. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and also help me build this channel as fast as possible because I need to get up there to the top of the mountain. Thank you so much.